Okay, everybody, I decided to post this on YouTube to see if I can get a rise out of anybody. This year's Super Bowl. What you see there is the fourth quarter. 4 minutes, 35 seconds left to go. You'll notice the New England's ahead by 1 touchdown. And I gotta at least admit that during this year's Super Bowl, the officials were not helping the New England Patriots nearly as often as they did in last year's Super Bowl. In last year's Super Bowl, they took away a couple touchdowns from the opponents. And they just turned their eyes the other way and let them play football while the New England Patriots committed to many fouls in the latter part of the game so that they could then end up winning the game. This year, only 1 or 2 times did the officials look away. However, as is always the case, even with the Rams and the New Orleans Saints game, the officials look away on the most important play and give the New England Patriots a chance to win. So what the heck am I talking about? Okay, I'm going to play this forward from 4 minutes 35 seconds, and hopefully my camera is good enough to capture a moving image off of my TV here, and we'll see what happens.
Rams now finally starting to look fluid on offense with 4.5 to play.
Okay, you'll notice that had he caught that pass, he would have landed in the end zone. But he didn't catch it. And you'll also notice that right there is an official standing there looking right at it. And if I back this up a bit, well, let's take another crack at it. I'll back it up again.
4.5 to play. Pass, no! In and out of the hands of Cooks.
And again. Okay, you see right there? Right up by the AMS, you see in the end zone? There's 2 officials, 1 from each angle. Both of them can see what's going on. And you'll also notice right there, number 24. What's he doing? He's got an arm in there, right? Yeah, and then of course his buddy came over and clobbered the Rams receiver also. So what am I talking about? What's my beef? Well, that's pass interference. That's what's my beef. Let's go ahead and play this little goodie forward and see what the camera's caught that both of these officials, the one up here and the one down here. Now I have to admit this one might have not been able to see through a human body to see the pass interference, but the one up there might have been able to, and the 2 of them could have got together and reviewed the footage, but they chose not to. So what am I talking about? Let's play it forward here. See if I can capture the camera angle that captures this perfectly.
Hammered by Harmon and Gilmore. Oh, this is a perfect throw.
Okay, see his arm pulling his arm down right there. That's what I'm talking about. Let's back that up. I'm going to pause it, and I'm going to go slow motion forward for you. Watch the right hand of number 24 and what he does to number 12. Right there, he's pulling. He's not looking for the ball. He's not playing the ball. He's pulling his arm down. He forces him to make a one-handed catch. Well, he doesn't catch it because he only had one hand. That's pass interference. I don't give a hoot. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck what you say. That is pass interference. And that is what the official that was up in the end zone could have seen plain as day. And you'll even notice if we play this that the commentators for CBS, they're not going to question that one bit. Nope, we're just going to go right into the next play. And here we're screwed again. 4th down, 2nd and 10, whatever. We're going to replay it. And now what happens in the next play? Well, they get an interception instead. Why did they get an interception instead? Well, because they got to go for broke. Thanks to the officiating, we got to go for broke. And so now we got to get an interception, which is eventually going to lead to a rally on the part of the winning team, and you know the rest. End of story. Let's cut to commercial. Let's cover the whole damn thing up. Let's listen to somebody whispering into some microphones. Okay, I'll probably get sued by the NFL if they find out I'm posting this part on the video along with my prior comments. But this should be public domain since they're putting it out in the public domain. So I'm going to play this entire footage to educate my viewers on what defensive pass interference is. Right off of the NFL website, all right? Here we go.
Pass interference is any act by a player more than 1 yard beyond the line of scrimmage that significantly hinders an eligible player's opportunity to catch the ball.
Obviously, that's what happened in our case. Right off the bat, you could tell it significantly hindered his opportunity to catch the ball. But a lot of people say, well, you know, they both have an opportunity to go after the ball. That shouldn't have been defensive pass interference.
Pass interference can only occur when a forward pass is thrown from behind the line of scrimmage, regardless of whether the pass is legal or illegal, or whether it crosses the line. Defensive pass interference rules apply from the time the ball is thrown until the ball is touched.
Okay, you'll notice that something might be happening, like another penalty or foul that makes the pass illegal. But the guy going down for the pass, the split end or the running back or the pass receiver, the tight end, whoever, if they're going down and the ball gets in the air and it was passed from behind the line of scrimmage, at that point the defensive backs had better mind their P's and Q's. They better be going for the ball, as we will find out in a second here.
Following actions will result in a foul for defensive pass interference. Contact by a player who is not playing the ball.
Did you see that? Contact by a player who is not playing the ball. That's exactly what was going on in this case. This guy here in the picture's not only contacting the player, he's grabbing the face mask on top of it.
The opponent's opportunity to make the catch. Playing through the back of an opponent in an attempt to make a play on the ball.
This part did not apply in our case.
Grabbing an opponent's arm in a way that restricts his opportunity to catch a pass.
Does that ring a bell with anybody watching this footage that I just posted? Grabbing an opponent's arm, which interferes with catching the pass.
Extending an arm across the body of an opponent, restricting his ability to catch the pass. This is commonly referred to as an arm bar. Cutting off the path of an opponent by making contact with him without playing the ball. And hooking and returning opponent in an attempt to get the football before it arrives.
The fact of the matter is, I tried playing defensive back a lot, and it's a tough job. It's dang near impossible to stay on a good receiver who's trying to avoid you and trying to get open for a pass. I used to find that once in a while I'd come across a defensive back that I had a heck of a time getting free and open from. But that doesn't excuse the fact that what's fair is fair. Even though the defense is probably at a disadvantage in the backfield, they're probably at a disadvantage all the way around. And nowadays, since the offense can use their hands just dang near as much as the defense, it's getting to be a high-scoring game, wide open, anything goes. So I can understand people wanting to cut a little slack for the defense. But when you're in a Super Bowl game, and when it comes down to a tight situation that may or may not result in one team winning and one team losing, it's time these officials got their act together and quit trying to look the other way and stack the deck in favor of one team or the other, which is usually the Patriots. And one more thing. When are the owners going to speak up and square this away? When are they going to fire some of these officials? When are they going to get people that are commentating for these news and sportscasting organizations to, start telling the audience what the real rules are and stuff? It's getting sickening. I'd rather watch college football. To heck with NFL. What a joke. We even had to sit through these commercials. Anyway, the commentators cover it up, the officials cover it up, and New England wins again.